Welcome in another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. Let's get started. Welcome to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. Time for your news and notes from last weekend. The World Finals took place last weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. And on Friday night, your winners with the Super Dirt Car Series was Jimmy Phelps. In the World of Outlaws late models was Chris Madden. In the sprint cars was David Gravel. Then Saturday night, the finale night, the Super Dirt Car Series had their points fight going into that night to wrap up the championship. Winner of the race was Billy Decker, but winning the championship and the first for a Canadian driver in Super Dirt Car Series history was Matt Williamson. Next was the World of Outlaws Sprints, and the winner was again David Gravel, but the points title went to Brad Sweet, and the total point difference was 4. And going into the late model feature event, we already knew going into the weekend that Brandon Sheppard was the champion. In the race, Jimmy Owens picked up the big win. For USAC, all over on the West Coast, it was the Oval Nationals. Brady Bacon swept Thursday and Friday night, and CJ Blair picked up the big win on Saturday. This weekend, USAC is at the Western World with both the USAC midgets and sprint cars on the card. This week is the first week of the 2019 holiday gift guide. First of all, for your reading material, visit daveargenbright.com for all of his books that are still in print, except still wide open, including the newest one, Life with Luke, the Jimmy Sills story. From Area Auto Racing News, visit ARN.com to subscribe. You can get 50 weeks for $54 print and digital version. From the store of Three Wide Media, The Dirt Monthly, 12 issues for $30. And Speed Sport. Go visit speedsport.com to subscribe or renew. 2 options there is you can get the Speed Sport magazine, the print magazine, and web and mobile premium access for 1 year for $39.95, 2 years for $59.95, or just the premium access website and mobile is $19.95, and also Sprint and Midget magazine, the print and web and mobile premium access is $29.95. For 2 years, it's $49.95. And just for the premium access web and mobile only is $19.95. Some gear available. Visit www.bradybacon.com/shop, where you can get, for limited quantities, a retro metal lunchbox, ceramic ornament for your tree, plus all the shirts, and some nice wooden signs with sayings. And finally this week, visit HonchildRacing.com/shop to get all your Jack is Honchild as well as Sheldon Honchild gear for the fan on your list. Next week we'll have another more ideas to give you for your gift giving. This is the first time we've done 2 guests together, so here's the interview. Well, our guest on the Dirt Racing Podcast is Chase and Colby Johnson, brothers from California. How's it going, guys?
Great, how are you?
Good. Chase, you had a rough weekend last weekend.
Yeah, it didn't go to plan, that's for sure. We got upside down in hot laps the first night, and then the second night got upside down in qualifying. So definitely was not a good couple of nights, but that's how the racing thing goes sometimes.
We've seen the pictures. What Does the axle is broken from the night before? What happened on the rear end?
The axle snapped right by the birdcage. So when that happened, we went up and over.
Not good.
Nope, not good at all.
And then Colby, you're going to be running a midget coming up, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be running the Hangtown 100 at Placerville with Morrison Insurance. So that'll be real fun. It'll be my first time in a midget, so a little bit unexperienced, but I think I'll be fine in it.
And will there be a chance we get to see you run the Nationals someday like your brother?
I'm hoping so. I mean, I definitely just need some people to believe in me, but I've got a strong group of people around me, and hopefully one day I can get there.
That would be nice, and maybe do the 360 as well.
Yeah, I've done some USAC CRA shows in the non-wing 360, but hopefully I can get out to a national race. I'm running Turkey Night, so
yeah,
Turkey Night will be a USAC national race.
Yeah.
Other than that, not yet.
And then, of course, Chase has been to Knoxville a bunch.
Yeah, he's a big track guy.
And how was your success this year?
Who, me or Chase?
Both of you.
I think I had a pretty good season. I had a lot of troubles dealing with motors and chassis and bars, and so I felt like we struggled a lot in the beginning of the nights for most race nights, but towards the end of the nights we always came out strong. So had some ups and downs, but yeah, it worked out really well. Had a couple wins, and then the podium with USAC CRA, and hopefully get on the podium again with USAC.
And then Chase?
We had a good year. I can't complain at all. I think we had nine wins right now, so we've won in every different type of car that I've drove. So it's been a pretty awesome year, and been surrounded by a lot of great people that made it all happen. Definitely couldn't do it with all the different teams that I drive for and different people that I'm associated with. So to do that and to win in all the cars is pretty special. Definitely makes it a special year when you do that, especially when you have 9 wins.
And then you guys, for the 68 team, Sean does his own motors?
Yeah, Sean builds all his own stuff, so that's pretty rare, especially this day and age, and especially with the how competitive we are and the series we run and the races we run. It's definitely not easy to do, and he does them, and also my dad does all our 360 stuff too. So a lot of home-built engines around us, and a lot of pride and a lot of time put in them too.
And then, what age did you start for Chase?
Both me and Colby started at age 5. We started in the outlaw karts, and I transitioned straight from the outlaw karts to the sprint cars at age 14, and then Colby actually he got a micro sprint ride with Steve Kaiser, so he went from outlaw karts to micro sprints and then to sprint cars.
At Cycleland?
Yeah, we ran Cycleland, Red Bluff, Lakeport, Dixon, Ukiah, pretty much all Northern California outlaw kart tracks. Got quite a bit of them around us, so raced a lot when we were younger, all summer, all winter, because the indoor racing scene's big up here too. So, raced a lot when we were younger and in the outlaw karts and enjoyed all that.
Yeah, and then explain, are you racing anywhere else this year for sure, Chase?
Well, we're gonna run. Both me and Colby will be at the Hangtown 100, running the midgets there, and then after that, I will go down to Bakersfield and run the midget USAC National Midget Race in Bakersfield, and then Turkey Night is that following week. So I'll be running the midget in the sprint car there, and Colby will be there with us in the sprint car as well.
And can you explain the pits to Placerville if somebody's not been there? And it's kind of an uphill climb.
Oh, for the Placerville's a cool place. It's kind of built into a hill, so the track is actually kind of, I guess the easier way to put it, on kind of like the lower side of the hill. The pits and everything are way above the track, and you look straight down onto the track, and it's definitely interesting. And I've never really been to another place like it, and I don't think Colby has either, where you kind of look down at the track. So it's definitely really unique and gives you a cool, different, viewing point. That's for sure. Being in the pits.
What track would you like to race, first of all, Chase, that you haven't?
What was that?
What track would you like to race you haven't yet?
Oh, a bunch. A bunch. There's a ton of good tracks out there. I think a lot in Pennsylvania and Ohio is kind of a region that I've never been to before. And I think there's also, I've been lucky enough to run in Indiana a couple times, but I think there's still a lot of tracks there that I'd like to run different type of cars. And there's a bunch of different cool racing places and tracks that I'd love to do, and they're definitely on the bucket list for sure.
Maybe overseas too?
Oh yeah, New Zealand is definitely one big one on the bucket list. I think that would be a blast. And Australia as well, running over there. So I know they got the speed car and midget championship over in New Zealand. That's really big. And then they got the sprint cars that are really big over in Australia. So doing one of those would be pretty awesome as well.
And what about you, Colby?
To be honest, I really like all the tracks that USAC with the midgets go to. They run some pretty cool tracks like Jacksonville and such. But yeah, there's a lot of the wing sprint car stuff out there. I'm not too fond of big tracks, but yeah, I really like watching them at like smaller tracks. So one of my favorites for wing sprint cars, probably, I like Lawrenceburg's big, but I feel like it's pretty racy, or Eldora's pretty big, but it's pretty racy. But I feel like there's a lot of tracks out there that are just so fast that it gets almost uncompetitive.
Yeah. And then talk about the foundation for Marcus Johnson, if you could.
So yeah, Marcus passed away in 2013, and his mom and dad have created the Marcus Johnson Foundation, which is they help supply shoes to people that don't afford it and can't afford it and aren't in good situations. So they kind of help out on the financial side for kids in need for sports and schools.
I did the research, but I didn't really want to ask the question. I knew about your dirt interview for the We Are Dirt documentary.
Yep.
So I kind of know the backstory.
Yep, exactly. No, they those guys did a great job filming and kind of explaining the story, and there's a lot of filtered out stuff that a lot of details that kind of are left out, but that's the story, and that was pretty cool being a part of the We Are Dirt, and a good chance to share my story and help give some positivity to some other people in deep and dark situations. So yeah, it was cool being a part of it. They did a great job on the film.
And then what's plans for 2020? Up in the air still?
Yeah, I don't think me and Colby really have too much set in stone for next year. I think we're gonna wait until schedules come out. Try our hardest to find the right opportunities in the off season and sponsorships and whatnot, and just kind of look at schedules and see exactly what we can do, what car owners want to do, and go from there.
Okay, and then
when all the schedules come out.
Yeah. And then do you have a website so people can keep track?
Yeah. I got ChaseJohnsonRacing.com, and then both me and Colby have our Facebook fan page, which is Colby Johnson Racing, and then Chase Johnson Racing on Facebook. And those are updated, almost weekly. So for all the latest news, you could definitely go there. That'd be a great source of information.
And get the gear because it's that holiday time.
Exactly. Yeah, we got apparel. We got a lot of Colby Johnson stuff and a lot of Chase Johnson stuff left. So it's hoodie season. So we definitely have hoodies available, and we'll also have a whole bunch of new stuff coming out soon. So yeah, there's always plenty of apparel to keep everyone warm.
I have a couple more questions for each of you.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite track in California?
Man, that's a tough one. I get asked that a lot. I don't really have a favorite. I try not to play favorites, but I think Calistoga is really cool, and also Tulare is really cool too. I mean, and then you have a lot of cool tracks like Ocean and Placerville. But I think there's so many good ones. I think a favorite for me would probably be Ocean or Tulare, and then I don't know what Colby thinks.
I'm kind of on the same page as Chase here. One of my favorite tracks of all time is actually Watsonville, and it's honestly a really competitive track. It gets slick up to the curb, and it's pretty hammered down there, so it's kind of my style. And also Tulare's pretty similar. I like running the top a lot. I like when it slicks off to a curb and gets real racy. So those are my two favorite tracks of California. There's a lot of some of the shorter, like short tracks. I struggle with a little bit, but I really enjoy tracks like Ocean and Tulare.
Of course, Tulare is a cowboy up, as I call it.
Yeah, we got a lot of those out here. Yeah.
And then, do you help each other, give pointers when you're both racing against each other?
Yeah, we do a lot. I think, a little bit on the car side as well. Trying stuff because, me and Colby are pretty identical. So there's a lot of situations where we're not too sure what's the right decision car setup wise, and we'll throw something in my car and I'll go out for qualifying and see if it works. Then Colby will get it too, or if it doesn't, we'll make those adjustments for Colby's and try to make him better. But there's also a lot of times that me and Colby do talk a lot throughout the night. Me just asking him, if he's feeling this too, or what he's feeling, or different questions he has for me of what he's feeling in the car and how I can help or what. But there's a lot of communication throughout the night. We try to help each other the best we can.
Yeah, and also going off what Chicks was saying about how communication works out for both of us. I mean, throughout the whole night, I feel like it's different with Chase compared to other teammates because I feel like me and Chase kind of not only help each other with the setup, but we really help each other with track lines and where to go and who's doing what and so forth. And if one of us doesn't make the main, we'll be up on the fence giving hand signals to each other. So it's pretty cool having a close connection with Chase and being comfortable enough where we're helping each other out.
Yeah, and then I've get to see enough of your guys' races through the page. How did your mom go to every one if you guys are at different places?
There's a lot of time where, most or every weekend throughout the summer we're at different tracks. So,
she goes to mine because she likes me more.
Yeah, exactly. Mom and Dad go with Colby, and then, they're able to either try to watch my stuff live or live feed through Facebook or Race Monitor or whatnot to keep updated. But, yeah, Mom and Dad go and tackle Colby's stuff, and my girlfriend Haley, she comes with me to my stuff, and then we get Grandma Judy in there as well. That comes to one or the other, whatever's closer. So a lot of family involved too.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and good luck for this weekend
no problem.
Next couple races.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome. And if you're going to complain that it got annoying, I had to dress by name. It was so much easier when I asked a question.
Mike Mel from Dirt Track Digest here at the World Finals of the Dirt Track in Charlotte with Buzz Chu, the car owner, and Matt Williamson, the 2019 Super Car Series champion. And Matty, I think this just caps off what has already been an incredible season for you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. After all these big wins, it takes a little bit to sink in, and we worked long and hard. Buzz put a lot into this. The guys in the shop put a lot into this, and this just goes to show the effort that happens Monday to Friday. Buzz, you've been doing this dirt thing for a few years now. You finally got that first Super Dirt Car Series win this year, and now a championship. How awesome does that feel? Oh, my God, it's great. It's great. We've worked so hard. The boys have worked so hard. And we got a great driver here, and he deserves it, and he earned it. And we're just thrilled to death and happy. Which one means more to you, the win of Super Dirt Week, or to come down here and beat Matt Shepard, head-to-head for a championship? 6 half dozen. How's that? Yeah, fair enough. I think I kind of like this championship. Yeah. This is a lot of fun here. There's a lot of press down here, a lot of people, and everybody knows how hard this is to get. Yes, it is. And I want to thank everybody for supporting us. We had a lot of support. Yeah. Matty, what about you? Super Dirt Week championship, Centennial win, or the title? Which one? I mean, those all come together here. Buzz said it. You know exactly how I would have said it. It's tough. I never cried after I won 100,000. I never cried after I won Super Dirt Week, but I cried a little bit tonight. That was there was a lot of emotions flowing today, and this deal is so tough to win. It's cool to win one big race, 2 big races, and in the end, those are 100-lap races, 200-lap races, whatever they are. But this deal, this is a total team effort of a long season, and this deal takes the car back to the shop, and it shows how much we prepare to not finish out of the top 10 and not finish out of the top 5 and just finish races in general. Stewie beat you to the first Canadian to win a Super Dirt Week. I believe it was Stu. But you're the first Canadian now to win the Super Dirt Car Series championship. That's pretty awesome. It was really cool when them guys were singing the anthem, but I didn't understand what they were saying in French. So no, but that was cool. It is. It's cool for us as a team to win it. It's such a big deal. I watched Brett growing up, and Billy and Matt now. They dominated for years and years and years, and it was very tough to win these deals. And I think we got lucky a little bit to win this one. We stumbled at the beginning, but Matt stumbled at the end a little bit. But we're here at the end of the day, and we deserve it. Buzz, did you ever think this is where, when you decided to go with Matt Williamson as your driver, this is where we'd be sitting talking about this at the World Finals after getting the job done? No. No, I didn't think we'd make it this quickly. Yeah. Because obviously Florida started off tough for you guys. You struggled a little bit down there, but then you got home and all of a sudden everything worked out, and it took you about mid-season, everything got going. Yeah. Well, I cried so hard in Florida, they felt sorry for me, so they went to work. Well, guys, I don't want to keep it too long. Matty, my man, congratulations, brother. Buzz, congratulations. No problem. Thank you again. My name is Mike Mellett from DirtTrackDigest.com. Here he is, your 2019 Super Dirt Car Series champion, Matt Williamson, and your 2019 car owner, Buzz Chu.
Coming up in a few minutes, Brad Sleet, more with Matt, and also Brandon Shepard from the World Final.
The 2019 Super Dirt Car Series champion, the driver of the Buzz Chu Chevrolet number 88 from St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, Matt Williamson. Our friends from Canada and the States here, Matt. That's cool. That is cool to be serenaded with your anthem. Yeah, it's just cool to be standing on stage right now. With Brandon and Brad. To do this is incredible. It says so much for the team that I have behind me. The super team lives on. We had everybody there, and we had everybody there working on this thing this week, and it was cool. You're the first Canadian-born Super Dirt Series champion. That is impressive. That's cool. Yeah, I can't thank Buzz and Brian. It's hard to look. Let's take this in for just a second. That's cool. That is for you. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. How nervous were you going into this event tonight? Really nervous. After the redraw, things kind of took a turn. I had a great day and, relaxed myself and did what I had to do. And then when we get to that redraw, we got a little nervous because Matt was going to start inside of us. And we all know what happened on Friday. So we just did what we had to do and just hung in there. I think that we probably, if we weren't racing for a point championship, we might have been able to race with Billy a little bit and see what we had. But we just played it cool. This team, you're with Buzz Shoe. They haven't been involved in dirt track racing for a long time, and you bring them their first championship on dirt. What's that mean to you and that whole entire team? I know what it means to me, and it means a lot. But they deserve it. They work so hard, and they step my game up as a driver. What Buzz has put into this and what Buzz's whole family, Brian, Marilyn, everybody's put into this is it's been unappreciated for this many years. Like they haven't had this success, and they put into it and had hardships and kind of like my racing career. And it was cool that we got together and we put everything together and did what we had to do. Spot works harder than anybody and doesn't sleep like I do. So, we text each other at 2 a.m. Hey, what do you think of this? And that's cool to have on your side. The whole deal, the whole package, everybody that worked on that car this weekend deserves this more than I do, really, because they had some hard times over the last couple of years, and so did I. So it's cool for them. It makes it better than winning in your own stuff. Congratulations, your first Super Dirt Series champion, a spectacular year. Thank you, Shane. Hey, what do you say? We're on stage. Let's do a championship selfie right here, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Williamson, your 2019 Super Dirt Car Series champ.
Shane Andrews with that interview. Up next, Johnny Gibson with the Willowella Knoxair Junior Sprint Car champ.
We present to you the Rocket Chef.
Oops. Actually, that's late model, Rick.
Brandon, what a season, man. Out of the top 5, rarely. Had a little incident early. Talk about that real quick before we get into the championship.
It was just a phenomenal year. Can't even say enough about it. My team, my guys, Mark Richards, Steve Baker, everybody, Rocket Chassis, Danny White, Joel Rogers, Austin Hargrove. They're just the best group of guys you can ever work with, and they do such a phenomenal job on this race car, and it's a dream to drive, and it's been a dream come true being able to drive for Mark Richards and Steve Baker. So that's what it's all about. That's what my season is all about, is them guys. I couldn't do it without them for sure.
Your season couldn't have started much better. 4 straight wins at Volusia Speedway Park of the Dirt Car Nationals. And from there, you guys just kept piling it on. They chased you all season long. And let's face it, you were the car to beat from the get-go. A little bit of a struggle towards the end. You guys tried a few new things. Never got the 19th win, but I don't think at this point it matters due to the fact that tomorrow night at the Great Wolf Lodge, you once again will receive the check for $100,000.
Yeah, we wanted that 19 win real bad, but like I told a few guys earlier, it gives me something to chase next year. That record's still out there. We've tied it twice now, so it's definitely doable. As hard as my guys work, I don't see no reason why we can't have another good year next year. Like I said, it's just a testament to how hard my guys work. So that's what it's all about.
No doubt about it. You guys worked hard, and I know you're working towards the 2020 season. We'll be in New Mexico before we know it, and I know you guys will enjoy tonight, party tomorrow, and probably Monday you guys will go right back to work in chase of your third championship in the 2020 season.
Yeah, for sure. And I couldn't do it without all my great sponsors: Valvoline, Zebra Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Gunner's Honey, Rocket Pre-Owned Motors, Durham Racing Engines. Engines ran flawless all year long. Hats off to Andy and them guys. Integra Shocks and Springs, Kaiser Manufacturing. Just phenomenal group that I got backing me, and like I said, my great crew, and then my great support system back home, my family, my dad, my grandpa. I wouldn't have a racing career without them guys, and my girlfriend Michaela, my son Jace, my daughter Addison, my grandpa Marvin, Missy, my mom, all my grandparents back home. Just couldn't do it without all my support. So thanks for all the fans for coming out and supporting me all year long. Also.
You guys enjoy this one tonight. We will see you tomorrow. Congratulations on another stellar season. Come back stronger than ever in 2020.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
And an editing note, the next night, Brandon Shepard proposed to his girlfriend. She said yes. And now the final one will be Johnny Gibson with the 2019 World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Champ.
Absolutely. As we wrap up the tightest points battle in World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series history, your 2019 champion, the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. Brad, congratulations on the first series championship, a hard-fought battle all season long. Not only the closest margin of victory in series history, but you guys exchanged the top spot in the point standings more than in any other year.
Yeah, it's every time I felt like I had, a good cushion, we'd screw up, and Donnie would come back and pass us. But that a 10-time champion is not going to go down real easy, and we knew that we were going to have to be perfect down the stretch to beat him. And he's an unbelievable champion. As much as I hated racing against him at times because he's just so damn good. He made me a lot better, and I'll always appreciate that. So I can't thank my guys enough. I can't thank Napa Auto Parts enough. Casey Kane Racing, everybody that's involved in this team. It's there's just so much more than me driving it. So it's unbelievable to kind of share this experience with everybody, all you fans. It's an unbelievable night, and we're gonna enjoy it, celebrate it, stay in the moment for a minute, and have some fun.
Talk about the process of evolving into an outlaw champion. A Kings Royal win a couple years ago, the Knoxville Nationals victory. The level of confidence keeps going up and up. It seemed to me from being around you night in and night out that there was something that kind of clicked last year after the Knoxville Nationals win where you were kind of on that next level. Like you had that confidence, you had that swagger. You knew that you had the ability to run up front and win championships.
Yeah, I feel like Casey King gave me the opportunity because he saw that, believed in me, and I just needed to see it myself. And I work hard at it. I don't have that Kyle Larson natural ability where I can just jump in anything and win. I've always had to work to be the best, and I feel like I just studied and just tried to make myself better at every racetrack. And this year we just finally put the whole season together. I still feel like there's a ton of room for improvement. But Donnie will show you that. He's a guy that just doesn't mess up. You can't fall out of races. You got to be perfect lap. Every lap. It's an 80 race season, but you just it's unbelievable how good you have to be to win these championships, and it's a true testament to the whole team. Obviously, winning the Knoxville Nationals last year boosted our confidence, but I think it's a lot of experience too. 6 years out on the road, racing 80 nights, night in and night out, you get better. And I don't think I'd be in this seat if I didn't get better every year. And I got to thank Casey for believing in me for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 World Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series champion, Brad Sweet.
Congrats to all three champions. Next week will be a regular show as scheduled. And then the week of Thanksgiving, as soon as I get together that week, Tuesday or Wednesday, it'll be out. The episode will be Chick Magnet Motorsports with Josh Hagwood. So be looking forward for that, and thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for listening to another edition of the Racing Podcast.